Long ago in 1930, Walt Disney went insane and then he made an animation. Like, can you blame him? I do the same thing. Then a million years later, some guy watches it and kills himself with a gun. Hey, it's not exactly Shakespeare, but you know, this is like the first lost episode. It was 2009. Now, like many other people, I've been introduced to Suicide Mouse through Kirio706's Survival Guide. I'm pretty sure that's one of the videos that inspired me to make fun of creepy shit. Now, I'm going to be looking at the original version of the video because that one has real, not fake in the title. So with my minor knowledge in film history, I'm going to see if this is legit or not. So let's get going. So first thing that's always been bothering me about this video since I first saw it, Mickey's kind of off center. Even in the 30s, animators and artists knew that they have to keep things centered, you know? The music sounds like it's being played by a guy that's stuck between being asleep and awake. My only guess is because Disney did this all by himself, he probably had to do the music too, which, you know, that's why it sounds like a big mess. I know it's not nice to speak ill of the dead, or the cryogenically frozen, I guess, but I don't know, this background looks like MS Paint. Now I know what you're thinking, whoa, those windows over there, they're perfect squares. What is this? This is the 1930s. Squares didn't exist back then. Well, that's where you're wrong. Kazimir Malevich is actually the inventor of squares, with his great invention, the black square. And that was in 1923, so squares predate Suicide Mouse. If you have a keen eye, you may have noticed that this video is just a whole bunch of walking. The music just kinda gets progressively more annoying, until suddenly static finally comes around. Now I know what you're thinking, how is there static when this isn't a TV broadcast? Well, I have a better question. How do they know what static sounds like when the Big Bang didn't happen until the 50s? Then there's just a black screen because Disney was one of those YouTubers that didn't know how to edit videos, so he just leaves the entire video blank until the music finishes, even though there's no music. Then the video comes back and you're like, ah, fuck, not more. Then you realize that the video itself is also moaning and complaining, so the video itself is tired of its own bullshit. And then all of a sudden, stock screaming sounds happen. I'm not sure why the quality is so good for the 30s, or how he managed to go into the future and get the stock sound and put him in his animation, but hey, that's Disney for you. And Mickey goes backwards for a bit for some reason, and then his eyes just off his face. And this happens for some reason, and the background looks like he's going super hyper fast, but he's actually not. Mickey is quite the special boy, you know. Then the River Twig's bed plays over the screaming for some fucking reason, and some footage is ghosted over the animation as well. You didn't have any direction with this, did you, Disney? And in case you weren't annoyed enough, the animation becomes wavy and wavy and wavy. Now I'm going to be honest with you, the ending animation spooks me a bit. I mean, there's a faceless figure, a wavy background, a music box playing. Wait a minute, why am I playing Undertale? And then there's Russian text because foreign languages are scary. Blin. And somebody enters a dark room with a bathrobe. I'm not sure what's up with that. Is that Disney? Is it a cultist? Is it just stalker footage? And there you go, that's the only scary lost episode in existence. Yeah, that tells you something, doesn't it? Best part is that like close-up animation thing at the end that I was so freaked out over. That's just supposed to be the ending face thing. Instead, he just saw it as like a close-up and masturbate for some reason. Still not over that. Anyway, thanks for watching, blah blah blah, you know the drill.